you gotta be on the move. You understand? You got things to do. You're from city to city, state to state. I'm in the nation's capital today. I got stuff to do. But there's never fear. Never fear. Why? Because Doggy Dog is here in the house. Mad Dog Russo, ready to hold it down. My boy Swagoo, traveling all over the country. We go all over the country, being that soccer dad or whatever it is. But basketball, volleyball, everything like that. It's like that. It's like that. It don't matter. I got Shay in the house. I got Doggy in the house. My man Swagoo is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I like to say. Holla at your boy! Let's go.
I am levitating with excitement over the performance of CeeDee Lamb last night, of George Pickens last night. Javonte Williams.
This is unbelievable.
The Eagles think they're going to beat this team 13-10, Jeff Saturday. I don't think so. The Cowboys are going to put up points on Sunday. They're going to beat the Eagles. They're going to go into Thanksgiving with a chance, and that's all they need.
So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, Greeny all in now on the Cowboys. He's going to hold on to that one for a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Chris Russo, you might know him as Mad Dog, here with us. We got Swagoo, obviously Stephen A. as well. And yes, I am Shay Cornett. And guys, guess what? We can turn the page to week 12 in the NFL season. We're here. I can't believe it. And the highlight is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. What? Taking on the Eagles in Jerry's world this game. So much more interesting after the Cowboys dominated the Raiders on Monday night and looked to be much improved, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Monday was the first time we saw the Cowboys trade acquisitions take the field, along with those that came off the injury list, but on quite the display against the lowly Raiders. But can it carry over Sunday against a divisional opponent? Look, the Cowboys enter the game on Sunday with a 7% chance to reach the playoffs, 10th best in the NFC. With a win, the chances increase to 12%, but with a loss, they will have only a 3% chance to make it. So they got to have it. Here's Greeny going all in on the Cowboys.
You might as well go all the way.
Yes!
Yeah.
Which one of these is the front here?
The small side.
The small side is the front? Okay.
Well,
how's this look?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I got two options.
That's it, right? Oh,
This is option A.
I like it. I like it.
And then I've got option
Another option.
B.
No.
No.
You're a villain, Greeny. You're a villain.
wear the black hat.
You're a black hat.
All right, fair enough.
Let's go, Johnny.
Just take that piece of lint off the front of it.
Yeah, there you
How's
go.
that look?
Yeah.
How's that?
Tough.
Yeah. How about that,
Got it,
Stephen A?
partner.
How about
You
that?
got to hit us with a how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, Greeny, if the Cowboys lose on Monday, it's going to be a long day for him. But hey, Stephen A., he's leaning into the bit, okay? If Dallas can beat Philly, do they have a shot at the postseason?
You mad he put a cowboy
First
hat
of all-
on?
First of all, how dare him? How dare? Not only did he put a cowboy hat on, that's my cowboy hat. The producers at Get Up, you understand, took my hat and gave it to Greedy. How offensive! How offensive! I am offended that they would do such a thing. They got some explaining to do right now, and here's the biggest reason why they got explaining to do. Because it looked better on him than it did on me. I got to admit it. It looked better on him than it did on me. I'm really offended by that, Greedy. Having said all of that, we got to be fair-minded here. Cowboys got a really damn good chance of winning this game. I think Monday morning, I think I'll give it a 50-50 possibility that the Dallas Cowboys, Greeny comes back on first take, strutting and flexing and all of this other stuff. Dak Prescott, since Nick Sirianni has been the head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, Dak Prescott is 4-2 against them. All right, and this is including the 24-20 loss in the season opener. They've been averaging 35 points a game against the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Okay, we got to remember that 285 yards passing a game against the Philadelphia Eagles since Nick Sirianni has been coach. All right, 16 touchdowns and just one interception for Dak Prescott in those 6 games. Dak Prescott balls against the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're going to be on their home turf. You got Pickens, you got CeeDee Lamb, I mean, listen, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys offense, they're formidable. When you look at the way the Eagles offense has been struggling, that's definitely real as well. Now, the Eagles defense, you didn't have Jalen Carter, who got suspended, or got ejected, rather, in the opener 6 seconds in for spitting on a player, okay? You know, Overshown, he wasn't there, all right, but he's back now. You look at Quinnen Williams, he's there now, okay? You look at Logan Wilson, he's there now. And the Dallas Cowboys defense, obviously, is significantly better than they looked earlier on in the season. So it is entirely plausible. I think this is a pick'em game, to be quite honest with you. The record is not something that you should pay attention to. You should pay attention to what the Cowboys are capable of and what the Philadelphia Eagles, who just invent ways to win games, how interesting and compelling and intriguing they've made games all throughout this season. When you would think that they would run roughshod over somebody and run away with a game, it's been far more interesting than we suspected. I suspect that's going to be the case Sunday, and we'll see what happens.
I can't believe this. Stephen A. yesterday was making fun of the Cowboys because they beat such a bad Raiders team. And now it's a 50-50 chance they win on Sunday?
Well, listen.
Greeny has convinced you as well, my friend.
Let's be accurate, Shay. Here's what happened. I was sitting up there and saying, what is all the bloviating about with the Cowboys because they beat the Raiders? It wasn't so much we were talking about what they're capable of doing against the Eagles this Sunday, Detroit or Kansas City or anybody else. It was that everybody was acting like they wanted to throw a parade because they played a moribund team like the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, we're talking about Sin City. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And you got people in Vegas that don't want any association with the Raiders. That's how bad they are. And we were making a big deal about that. I was like, what the hell? Did they play the Raiders? What are y'all making such a big deal over it for? That's all I was saying, but I understand.
All right, so Swagoo, what do you think now? If the Cowboys do win on Sunday and they do find a way to beat the Eagles, what are the chances that they make the postseason this year?
I give them about a 20% chance. Listen, I understand the excitement of going into this game. It's a divisional game. I played this game for 8 years. You play twice a year, and sometimes it gets out of hand, but majority of the time, it's a close game, and it's a battle until the end. But I still am on the fence about Dallas. I haven't seen them perform well against really good teams in the last 3 outings. You think about I'm talking about the offense in particular. The Las Vegas Raiders were horrid. The Las Vegas Raiders, Shay, had 12 men on the field when Dallas was kneeling to end the game. That is inept. I think that's the first time I ever seen that in my life. When a team is in victory formation and you have too many men on the field. That's how bad the Las Vegas Raiders are right now. But beyond that, when you start talking about Philly and Dallas, obviously Stephen A. made great points about how Dak has performed. But this team, the last 2 good defenses that I've seen them play from an offensive standpoint, hasn't performed. Now, we know it's in them. We've seen them be explosive early in the year. We've seen them go against Green Bay's defense and put up 40 points and end in a tie. But I just have to pay attention to Dallas when it comes to this type of game, this type of atmosphere. Now, here's the difference. And not to bring it down, this team is playing for something more than football now. Like, this has changed. The attitude, the atmosphere. We were there Monday night in Las Vegas, which has nothing to do with the Raiders. This team is playing with not only heavy hearts, but they found a way to come together and band together in the midst of Marshawn Nealon passing. But when you think about Philly and how this team is played and who they have played, Mad Dog, is my big thing. Philly has beat every good team in the NFC, regardless of how it's looked and how many points they've put up on offense and how many and how bad Jalen has been in the tweets and the texts. And you know, you and I have talked about this, how I think this team thrives in adversity. I'm not willing to go out and say, based on what I've seen from Dallas and based on what I've seen from Philly, who's been playing top-notch NFC division opponents and winning those games, even though it's been ugly, that Dallas can get a win against Philly, who I think is still the best team in the NFC until somebody beats them.
Yeah, I agree with that, Swagoo. And hello there, Shay. How are you? Couple things. Stevie's right. Dallas is plus 165 this week on the money line against the Eagles. That is a great bet. And speak to me about that because I took Carolina last week at plus 170 against Atlanta, and I coupled them with Dallas, and it paid 4-1.
Perfect. You
so
can buy our
if
coffee.
anybody knows about the gambling, it is yours truly.
Got it.
Secondly, it better be a halfway decent game. Did you see the 4 p.m. schedule? Atlanta and the Saints,
Oh, my Lord.
Jacksonville and Arizona, and Cleveland and